Namaste yogis, welcome to your Friday flow. I'm Carter and today we are practicing creativity in our practice, kind of like this ensemble I have on right now. Let's get to our mat. All right, yogis. Let's start with wide stance. Roll the heels out, the toes are pointing forward. And we're just going to take our right hand to our right hip. And we're going to think about our right groin dropping a little bit towards the floor. We're going to take our left arm up and over our left ear. And we're going to find a little extension through the left side body as we're opening up through that right groin. And so when I'm talking about creativity in practice, that means we're exploring and we're just doing, we're trying to figure out where I can find sensation in each one of these asanas. So while you're here, you can move that torso a little front and back. You can slide the right hand down, or you can maybe even slide it behind your back. Another option would be bending the left elbow. So there's a lot of movement that you can make within these asanas, and just try not to be too rigid in the mind when you're in the practice. Inhale, come on up, take your left hand and just rest it on your left hip, and we're going to press here and extend that right arm up and over. Find the length and explore where you may find some sensation that needs attention. Options again, right elbow can bend where you cradle the head, left arm can slide down or behind the back. And there's creativity in every single one of your practices. Keep in mind that our yoga practice is not Simon Says, right? You're not doing exactly what the teacher says. The teacher gives you some ideas and you modify in a way that suits you, right? Inhale back to center. Let's interlace our fingers behind our back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, straighten the elbows, lift the heart. Draw the chin towards the chest, draw the hips back, arms could come off the lower back. You're just going to find sensation here. You can find stillness, you can find movement. The movement could be arms drift a little to the right, a little bit to the left. You can tuck the chin more, the arms could come off the lower back more. You can bend and straighten the knees. A few deep full breaths. Release your hands. Drop them down to the floor. They may touch, they may not. Let's interlace our fingers behind our head now. Draw your elbows towards one another. Tuck your chin. And instead of squeezing the chin towards the chest, think about inviting the crown of the head to the floor and creating space between the shoulders and ears. So you have a nice long neck. Release the hands. Walk the hands a little bit to the right. Bend your right knee. Lower your right hip towards your right heel. Come onto your left heel. So the left toes are straight on up. Let's just lean towards that left leg so you feel in the back of that left hamstring. Hands can stay down for a moment here. And then you can kind of roll the torso around forward or back, and you kind of move around so you can get a sense of the back of the leg. And then bring your torso back up. Take your right elbow and press it inside the right thigh. So now you're creating space between the two legs. Let's twist and open, reach your left arm up. From here, bend your left elbow, back of the hand finds the lower back. Keep twisting. And if you're flexible enough or ambitious, you can drop this right shoulder down and take this right bicep around the right shin, and then the right hand finds the left fingers for the bind. Heart is still lifting. If you have the bind, maybe the elbows straighten. Give yourself another breath here. And then exhale, let it all go. Take the hands to heart center. I find this transition a little bit challenging. Let's go to warrior two to the left foot. So bend the left knee, arms open up. Ooh, fancy, right? Take a look over your left fingers. Creativity. Right arm underneath left arm. Right hand grabs left wrist. Eagle arms. If you can't get here, you can just keep the hands to the shoulders. We're working the elbows up so the triceps are parallel to the floor and the shoulders down. If you do have eagle arms, the hands can come a little bit away from the face. Let's rotate our elbows towards the left knee. Bring the weight to your left foot, come onto your right toes, and then come off that back foot. So you're kind of like in Warrior 3 with the legs, but eagle arms. We're going to come into full expression of eagle. So take your right knee, bring it towards your elbows, and then stack that right knee on top of the left knee. Squeeze the ankles towards one another. Maybe the right foot gets around the left calf. Maybe not. I can't get there. Elbows are up again, shoulders are down. Tuck your tailbone, so take the curvature out of your back. For a lot of us, we're here with this arch in the back. Tuck the tailbone, elbows are up, sink a little bit more into your chair. All right, one more breath. And we're going to step back into that wide stance again. So unwind it, everything. Right foot steps back into that wide Warrior 2. Relax the shoulders. Let's come into reverse warrior. So left arm reaches up and over. Sink low into the left knee. And then extended side angle. So take your left forearm to your left knee. Slide your right arm up and over that right ear. Draw the right shoulder, right hip back. Dragonfly twist. Right hand comes down to the floor. Roll onto your right toes. Twist and open. Left arm reaches up. Engage your legs. Get a little lighter on the right hand. Keep the twist and lift the torso. Take the left hand behind the back. Take the right arm up and over the right ear and sink low into the left knee. Ooh. Exhale, both hands down inside of the left foot. Crab walk your fingers to the middle of your mat. Rotate all 10 toes so they're facing the long edge of the mat. Tuck your chin, release the head, and soften. Come up halfway. Flatten the back like a table, hands to hips. A moment. Come on up. Heels in, toes out. Knees bend. Goddess pose. Arms reach up, elbows bend. Hands and elbows draw back as you open up through the heart. A little bit of movement's always nice. Ooh, 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 ooh. You can come onto the heels. You can bend and straighten the knees. You can do this kind of wave thing. Another breath. All right, let's take the fingers to the backs of the ears. So we're still drawing the elbows back. Still ribs and belly draw in. Take your right elbow, draw it towards your right hip, thigh, or knee. Left arm is still drawn back, heart is still open. Inhale, come on up. Let's try the other side. Left elbow to hip, knee, or thigh. Right elbow, right shoulder still back. Let's do 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale back to center. Straighten the knees. Relax the arms. Rotate your toes forward, heels out. Let's interlace our fingers again behind our back. Opposite thumb comes on top. Squeeze the shoulder blades, straighten the elbows. This time I just want to move the head. So relax the neck a bit. Make big circles, clockwise, counterclockwise. This is my golfing outfit, by the way. I haven't golfed in 15 years, but I still have golfing outfits just in case someone is like, hey, you want to go golfing? And then I'll say, I don't have time to go golfing. All right, hinge at the waist, fold forward. Tuck the chin, move the arms a little right and left. Relax the jaw. Release the hands. Tuck the chin a little bit more, bend right knee, bend left knee. Let's do that low Skandasana lunge to the left. So you're going to walk the hands to the left knee bends, hip comes towards the heel, roll on to the right heel toe, so the right toes are straight on up. And let's just lean towards the right leg. Now, if I'm a little bit forward, I feel it more in the groin. So if I take my right hand behind my leg and I lean back a little bit more, it's more hamstring. Doesn't matter which one you're doing. Again, it's creativity, so you can kind of roll. That right foot can be flat for groin, could be heel for hamstring. Same thing with the left heel. It may be up and it may be down. So it all depends on what's comfortable for you. And it's all good as long as it feels good or feels right. All right. Come back up to center. Take your left elbow, press it on the inside of that left leg. Again, we're trying to create a little bit of space here between the legs for the groin. Left hand roots down, right arm reaches up. This may be plenty right here. You could stay. This feels pretty good. Right elbow bends, back of the hand finds the lower back as you draw the right shoulder and elbow back. You have that option for the bind as well. This is a little bit tighter for me, so I may not be able to do it. So drop the left shoulder, left bicep around, left shin. Nah, I can't do it. If I reach back, I'll end up on my face. That'd be just embarrassing. So this is good for me right here. And I'm okay with it. Like, you may be able to bind one side and you can't bind on the other side. It's cool. It just means like, oh yeah, my left hip is a little bit more tighter than my right. I just have to work on that. No problem. All right, wherever you are, both hands down. We're going to come into Warrior Two to your right foot. So bend the right knee, arms open up. Let's take that back arm, which is the left arm, underneath the right arm. Grab the shoulders. Same thing. You may be able to do eagle arms on one side and not the other. That's cool. Elbows are up. Shoulders are down. Eagle arms, left hand grabs right wrist. And then we're going to move into that full expression. So the elbows rotate a little bit to the right. The weight comes to the right foot. You come onto your left toes first for a little bit of balance, and then you just bring that back foot up off the ground. A moment for balance. You can bend and straighten the right knee. And then take the left knee towards the elbows. And then take the left knee and stack it on top of the right knee. Then you're pressing it down on top, right? And then you're squeezing the ankles together. Tuck the tailbone, drop the hips, raise the elbows. Space between the shoulder blades. Couple breaths. All right, we're going to ease back into that Warrior Two, so unwind it all. Left foot steps back, and as you can see, I'm all mess here, so I'm just going to ease myself back into Warrior Two. So stable with legs first, relax the shoulders, gaze over the right middle finger. Find the pose first before you go into the reverse warrior. Once you're there, slide the right arm up and over. So we're always concerned first with stability, alignment with spine, then we go into the pose. Even in vinyasa, it's like, as you move from asana to asana, it's not about the speed, it's about the control and the awareness of the body. So I don't have to do it fast. I just do it with mindfulness. All right, extended side angle, right forearm to right knee, so over the right palm up. Left arm reaches up and over the left ear, and you have a lot of variations, extended side angle. This could be left arm up. If the shoulder is bothering you, the hand's on the hip. If you want to open up more, you can take it behind the back. Right hand can come down. You can do this bind as well underneath the right knee if you're up for it. And then look down to your right big toe. Take the left hand down, roll onto your left toes, and then reach that right arm up. Dragonfly Twist, the movement is as if trying to get the belly button on the opposite side of the right thigh. You're going to engage the legs, you're going to come onto your left fingertips, and then you're going to slowly lift the torso on up. So you're looking for the right thumb with that twist. It's a balance pose, not that I have to tell you that. Right hand behind the back, left arm reaches up and over. Oh yeah. One more big inhale, slow exhale. Find it, feel it, make the adjustments in a way that gives you the sense of your creativity in your practice. Hands down around the right foot. Let's step the right foot back. Down dog. Pedal the feet and knees, wag your tail. Maybe a few donkey kicks. I love that throughout practice. Donkey kicks are coming onto your toes. Bend the knees, spring off your feet, so you can get the hips over your shoulders. Land softly a few times. Creates heat in the body, and it's just darn it, it's fun. If you're a handstander, you can go into handstand. I'm not. And then when you're ready, let's do pigeon right side. So right shin forward. And again, creativity is the movement of the hips, lengthening of the spine. The things you want to be careful of is sensation in the joints that are uncomfortable. It's knees, it's ankles. Once you're comfortable, elbows down. You should be a little bit warm. Unless you're got a lot of air conditioning on your house, it's cold where you are, then maybe you need to work a little bit more, but allow yourself to settle in for just a moment. One of the things about creativity, and I'm not just talking about practice, I'm talking about creativity in your life, is that you have to be okay with people that are like, what are you doing? Right? Looking at you like, that's a weird thing. And you're like, yeah, well, I'm trying something new. I'm not only a yoga teacher, but I'm an artist, so I do painting. And it's awful risky to paint and then have somebody see it. And there's people that look at my art and go, no, that's not cool. And there's other people that like it. So creativity is vulnerability. It's like putting yourself out there. And you have to be okay with the idea that you do it for you and nobody else. So creativity in practice is for you. Creativity in your life is for you. So be creative. Be okay to fail in the creativity. Another breath. One of my yogi friends, her name's Sean Korn, one of the things she says about a yoga teacher, being a yoga teacher, is like, you are creative in your teaching, which could mean that you fail as a teacher in practice, and people are like, that was a terrible combination. But it's so great, right? To be creative in your practice, in your teaching, in the way you raise your kids, and the way you live your life. Hands under shoulders, lift yourself on up, roll over your left toes, lift your left knee, send the right leg back, three-legged dog all the way up to the ceiling. Bend your right knee, stack your right hip on top of your left hip so you can open up through that right hip flexor. Roll the ankle, shake off the leg, and when you're ready, settle back into your down dog. Pedal feet and knees, few donkey kicks again because they're just downright fun. And maybe you're like, I'm not a handstander, all of a sudden you hit handstands. Great. When you're ready, left shin forward, pigeon left side. Elbows down. Keep in mind, right side, left side, probably different. And if you're like, no, my hips are the same, I want you to pay closer attention because I'm sure there's some difference. Find it, move towards it, be okay with it, and then push the edges. Find something, some movement that gives you a sensation you may have not felt in the last couple weeks or maybe ever. Creativity is such a nice thing because it opens up doors and windows into something that is possible. Right? Creativity is doing something that you haven't thought of before. And when you're done with it, you may be like, well, that was awesome. You may also be like, well, that was terrible. And what do we learn? I won't do that again. Or maybe we do it again. Why not? All right? And a lot of people have said to me, because I'm an artist, they're like, well, I'm not creative. And that's just not true. Like, your creativity is like when you get dressed, when you make your food, when you drive the certain way to work, when you problem solve. This is all creativity. It doesn't mean you have to paint or draw, play music. Although you may do all those things. So we're all creative. We are the expression of creativity. Right? You know, how you want to get your hair cut, how you want to do your makeup, how you want to shave. All these things are part of creativity. And we're creative, and then we get comfortable, and then we're like, okay, I don't want to do anything else because I'm comfortable. So try to get a little uncomfortable. It's okay. 2 more breaths. All right. Hands under shoulders, lift yourself on up, roll over your right toes, lift your right knee, send the left leg all the way back for three-legged dog, and then bend the left knee, stack left hip on top of right hip. Oh yeah, shake out the leg. Left foot comes down, down dog, little pedal the feet and knees, wag the tail. Donkey kicks, why not? A couple times. Land softly, especially if you're upstairs and everyone's downstairs. They're going to be like, is everything okay up there? Drop the knees, cross at the ankles. And let's bring the soles of our feet together. And then you tell everybody, I am being creative. Heels towards hips, knees draw down. Heart lifts. Belly button towards heels. Movement right to left, front to back. Rounding the spine, straightening the spine. Moving the head. Pressing the knees down or maybe lift them up a little bit. Play, right? Creativity for me is playfulness. So you play around and just see what happens. But very mindful of when you are playing around. Like I am not just being reckless, although reckless is sometimes fun, but could be dangerous. Right? I'm older now. I was a little bit more reckless when I was younger. Now it's like, okay, I don't heal as fast. Inhale, come on up. Grab the outsides of the knees, lift the knees up. Straighten the right knee, take the left foot over the right thigh. Crease of the right elbow around the left knee. Left hand to the floor. Heart lifts, you're twisting towards the bent knee, and you're gazing towards the left thumb. All right, back to center. Switch. Left knee straightens, bend the right knee, right foot over left leg, crease the left elbow around the right knee. Right hand to the floor, twist to the right. That sound was the heel against the floor. You're like, wait a minute, did he just do what? It happens when you're in twisting poses, though. You relieve some air within the body. It happens. I'm just letting you know that it wasn't happening with me. It does not happen. It does not happen to me. Inhale back to center, straighten the right leg, shake them out. Way too much information. Fold forward over straight legs, tuck your chin. Big inhale, slow exhale. If you can grab your toes, go ahead and squeeze them. Oh yeah. Inhale, come on up, bend the knees, bring your feet to the floor. Let's come into bridge pose, so lower all the way to your back. Press your feet down, lift your hips up. You stop whatever you feel like it's enough. You could interlace the fingers behind the back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. For more space, you can come onto your tippy toes. I just want a little bit of length within the belly. So think space from the bottom of the ribs to the hip bones, so the belly is really nice and open, and also find length from your hip bones to your knees. So quadriceps, belly, and chest really open as you lift it all up towards the ceiling. And then with control, release the hands, lower the heels, lower the hips. And then try to resist the desire to draw the thighs towards the belly. I want you to move them right and left. I'll do this every single time after we do bridge pose and make sure the lower back is safe. And if you feel like it is malleable, then you can draw the knees towards the belly. And then you can make some circles clockwise, counterclockwise. Lift your feet up towards the ceiling, candlestick pose. The hands can find hamstrings, backs of the knees, calves, or they can just rest on the floor. And if you're a little tight in the hamstrings like I am, you can take the palms down and you can slide the hands underneath the hips. It gives you a little bit of space to lengthen. Feels kind of nice too. So roll the ankles, wiggle the toes, maybe an internal, external rotation of the legs. You got a lot of options here. You can make circles with the feet and legs, clockwise, counterclockwise. You could pedal the feet. You can go wide with the legs, and you can scissor kick front to back. Whatever's working for you, give yourself 2 more breaths. And then when you're ready, extend your arms out like wings. The palms are going to be down. And you're going to keep those knees as straight as you can. Let the legs drop to the right, nice and slow. Keep going, keep going. Hover for a moment off the ground and then lower them all the way down and soften. Whew. And we're going to lift them up the same speed that we went down. So nice and slow, you're going to lift your feet up off the ground an inch or two. The right hand is rooting into the ground, and then you're going to lift them up. This is all core work. Oh, yeah. Back to center. Same thing other side. Let those knees drop nice and slow with control. The left palm presses into the ground. When you get about a couple inches off the ground, hover for a moment, and then nice and slowly let the feet lower down. Whew. Relax and breathe. Starting to wind down from practice. So allow yourself to focus on exhalation as you soften. Now we're going to come back up. So press that left palm into the ground. Lift the feet off the ground nice and easy. Come on up. Or nice and slow. It ain't easy. Back to center. And then let's come into happy baby. So both arms reaching between the legs. Grab the bottoms of the feet. Draw the ankles up over the knees as you separate the feet and draw the knees towards the ground like a happy baby. Rock from side to side. Another breath. Again, creativity is straightening and bending the knees, moving the feet in and out, inviting the tailbone down to the ground or lifting the tailbone off the ground. All right, and then we're going to ease into Shavasana. So release your feet. Heels find the corners of your mat. And I often say with these practices, Shavasana is a little bit shorter than a normal Shavasana. A 30-minute practice is like, I like to give about a 3 or 4 minute Shavasana, but you're always welcome to stay longer. So once you get here, externally rotate the thighs, feet fall open. You can swivel the palms up as you squeeze the shoulder blades together and draw your chin a little bit down towards the chest as you relax the jaw. Close the eyes. Take a nice big inhale through your nose, exhale out your mouth. A moment to let all the sensations absorb into the body. Feel everything. Label nothing. Judge nothing. You are right here, right now, and that's all that matters. And once again, if you have the time and the space to stay here in your Shavasana for another 5 or 10 minutes, give yourself that gift. If your day is waiting for you, allow your breath to deepen. Gently awaken the body by just wiggling your fingers and toes. Rocking the head a little side to side. Roll the wrists and ankles, move the arms and legs. Bring the ankles closer together, extend your arms up over your head and stretch. From your fingers all the way down to your toes. And then draw the knees towards the belly. Wrap the arms around the legs, give yourself a little loving kindness. Right arm over your head, roll to your right side. A moment to ask yourself, is there a part of your life where you can be a little bit more creative? Just a little bit. Maybe wear 2 different color socks. I know that's risky. Press your palms into the ground. Gently bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. Nice long spine. Hands come to heart center. Big inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Namaste. Nice work, yogis. Hope you're feeling creative. If you like this practice, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave it in the comment section below. And if you want to add an extra 20 minutes to your practice, click here. Extra 10 minutes, click here. And then click here to subscribe to my channel. Love you guys. Take care of yourself. Peace.